Hey YouTubers, well, I got another video review for you. So in the last video you see me do the Raptor lights. I filled them full of epoxy and I sealed them up where they couldn't get moisture in them and ruin them over just a few months time like they're known for. And so these should be bulletproof now, but now I want to do another review on these auto order horns for the 2019 to 2024 RAV4. Everybody knows when you honk the horn in these cars it sounds puny as hell. And you know, even if you're trying to flip somebody off, you can't get mad at them because the horn in these things sounds so wimpy. I mean, when you try to shoot somebody, the bird is just not the same. But I wanted to add these horns to it. They say that the stock horns are rated at like 62 decibels, and these new horns are 130 decibels. So that's quite a substantial increase in sound. And you know, when you honk the horn on this, it's real high pitched. This has a low frequency and a high frequency, so you know it's going to give you that classic mean sounding horn. So when you go to shoot somebody with the bird that pulled out in front of you, it actually means something and they can actually hear you. Where several times I've honked the horn in this thing and I don't even think the car in front of me could hear me at all because it's so wimpy sounding. So anyways, come a little closer and I'm going to show you how to install it. It's very simple. You've got a 10mm bolt there, a 10mm bolt there, and then you got a bunch of push pins. Now I've already removed them just to save some time, and then you got to remove this latch right here. There's three 10mm bolts that holds the latch on. You remove those 3 bolts, you set this back out of the way, and then you just pull up on this plastic piece just like this. It pulls right out. Once you get that out, then now you can see back here where your horns are, and these things are just puny, tiny little things. So what you want to do is just take, and they have a little connector on them. You just squeeze it and pull down, and it should come right off. So before I go ahead and pull the horns off, I'm going to go ahead and give you a sound bite. So if you're listening on my headphones, you better mute them. So we're going to get rid of that sound so we can have a mean sound. Alright guys, so next there is a 12mm bolt that holds these horns onto the bracket right here, and it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but if you use a deep well, what I like to do is just come around from the back and come in right in there, and you can hook onto that 12mm and get that bolt right there. And when you pull the horn out, the stock horn, it looks just like this. I mean, this thing looks like a little kid's toy. I mean, it's so tiny. But there's the plug where you unplugged it at, and then now you can see the difference between the two, how much bigger this one is versus this one. I mean, it's a humongous difference. But as far as going back in there and installing, it's just pretty much just plug and play. And I heard another YouTuber saying something about that this might void your warranty or whatever. If you go to a Toyota dealership and they tell you that changing the horn out is going to void your warranty, you tell them they're stupid. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. The only way it can void your warranty is if it caused harm to the vehicle, and this is in no way, shape, or form going to cause any kind of harm to the vehicle. This is just changing out a horn. You know, some of the higher end luxury RAV4s I'm sure have better horns in them. This is just a base model. But yeah, I'm going to switch mine out, and I'm not scared at all that this is going to void my warranty. Alright guys, well there's not much that I can really show you. I mean, you can see I've got the horn just dangling. I went ahead and plugged it in, and then now what I'm going to do is just take a deep socket and just come around the front here, and I'm going to come up from behind, and you can see right here, if you want to come in close, that you can just hold that deep socket with your hand until you can get it turning. I mean, I know there's not very good camera angle, guys, and I'm sorry, but it is a 12mm. You just do righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And it's about the simplest mod you could do on this car. Alright, so I didn't show this on the first horn, but whenever you get the new ones, you've got these 2 little bars here. I don't know why there's 2. I guess that's just the way that they do it. You take and slide the small end, the hole. There's 2 holes. This is a larger hole, that's a smaller hole. You slide the smaller hole over that little stud, and put these little nuts on here that are like serrated on the back. That way they get good connection, because these right here are your grounds. These are your little ground straps to ground this. And then you take a number 10 and you tighten it up loose until you get it, put it in the right spot down there and get it adjusted where you want it pointed, what direction. Then you go back and tighten it up with a 10 millimeter. But first I'm going to go ahead and remove the old horn on this side, and I'm going to use a 12 millimeter socket, and I'm going to play around with it and see which way is the best for me to come in here and undo it. I guess right there. Now it's probably better if you used a shallow socket instead of a deep well, but I just grab whatever I come close to my hands. And then I'm just going to take this number 12 out, just like I did on the last one. You can see the horns dangling. And once you get it most of the way out, then you can reach in there and unscrew it by hand. Alright, so here's me about to unplug it. You can see that there's a little clip right there where my thumb is. I'm squeezing it. You squeeze it down and pull out, and it just unplugs. Just like that, guys. Very simple. So I guess there's only one thing left to do. I've got both horns installed. Let's test it out. I want to cover your ears. That sounds a heck of a lot different than the stock horn. It is a lot louder. So now when I go to match the horn, people can definitely hear, and I promise it's about twice as loud as the stock one, and it's got that high and low frequency, so it does sound a lot meaner, and instead of like the me kind of horn. So now all that's left to do is just put that plastic piece back on and install the latch the same way as you took it out. Guys, this is literally like a 10-minute, 15-minute job. You know, if I didn't have to video, I'd have already been way done. So if you're interested in these horns, they got great reviews on Amazon. They're $20-something, so it's not a very expensive modification, but it does really help. You know, if somebody pulls out in front of you, you know, it's just good to have a good horn. I'm just playing about flipping people the bird, but I mean, seriously, you do need a good horn. But anything that you've seen in the video, I'll try to link all the products down below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you do buy from me, you know, I might get $1 or $2 from it. It doesn't cost you guys any more. It's the same whether you just look it up yourself. I'm just providing you the link, and so Amazon gives me a little kickback for it. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, I appreciate it. And also check out my video of me installing the Raptor lights, and then I'm going to install a screen here in the back to protect the AC condenser from getting busted open by rocks and stuff. That's a pretty big concern on these cars, so check out those other videos. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.